Oh, where am I? Ah, there I am. Every single time. I don't know why, but it just takes a minute to load the my face, I guess. Hi Turk, hi Infinity. How's it going, guys? Um so, uh good afternoon. I didn't think I kind of didn't think that I would be streaming tonight. I was feeling a little off, and I like took a nap, and so I was like all out of whack. But I'm like, no, 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 no. We can stream tonight. We can do a little art stream. I think this is definitely going to be a late night art stream, and also, if anyone is confused by the 18 plus one, it's basically Scab and I have decided that we are going to be 18 plus channels from here on out. Basically because of the jokes that we tell. We've had a couple of we've had a couple of people come in and be like minors and like and come into the server, and we have NSFW artists in there, and we're like, hold on, wait a minute, you're not supposed to be in here. And they snuck in through my chat because I don't have age restriction on, although that's changed now. That is changed now. We have age restriction on. But they basically snuck in through my chat and got into the Discord, and we're like, "Oh no, that is not okay. That's not okay." And like Scab had banned them. So yeah, then I had to ban them. It was a whole thing. It was a whole thing. But yeah, no, we're the 18 plus is literally just like sometimes I make crass jokes. We're not actually drawing anything explicit or anything like that. Although we are going to be drawing some Cain fan art, which I'm really excited for because um so tonight I have a lot of since I posted my commission thing, I've had a lot of commissions. I don't think your chat overlay work. It is not. Okay, music's loud. There you go. Sorry, that song gets loud at the halfway point. I didn't realize how loud it was. Yeah, my chat overlay is not working. What the fuck? Hold on 1 second. Oh, cause maybe my bridge isn't up? 1 second. Hmm. Hold on. Don't redeem anything. I'm gonna listed events currently. Okay. Fatal error. Action number 1, destroyed an event. That's not. Okay, my. um. Where's my chat? Yeah, my chat overlay is not working. I forget what I had as my chat overlay. What are you? Um, please stand by. Streamlabs. I had a Streamlabs thing? Oh, yeah, I guess I did. Hold on. I gotta go to Streamlabs and log in, I think. Oh, you didn't create a monster. She was already a monster, and you know it. Huh? Uh... What the fuck? Alright, Streamlabs might just be fucking dead. I don't know why. Chat notifications disabled? What the fuck? Hold on. Well, that's weird. Um... I think Streamlabs is broken. I don't know what's going on with my chat overlay. Or OBS's. Well, fuck. Alright, chat's broken. Hold on, we got this. Let's do this. Chat broken lol. In case anyone comes in and is like, oh, fuck. Where'd it go? There we go. No, stop grabbing random shit. Fuji's. I'm not messing with the Fuji's right now. Give me the chat, bro. There we go. That work? I guess that works. I mean, I guess I can try doing one more thing. I think there's an option for me to be able to pop it out in Twitch. So then I can actually put it back in there. Quiche! Hi, Quiche! Hello, Quiche! 1 second, we're trying to fix chat. Chat's acting strange for some reason. Pop out chat. There we go. Can I do this? Can I fix it with this? Because if it's this... Can I do this? Oh my. Yeah, okay, so it's the Streamlabs link. It's the Streamlabs link. That's the problem. Because that works, so Streamlabs must be having an issue. Hi, guys. Welcome in.
Just wanted to say. You are pretty epic, not gonna lie, you awesome for real for real. Cash money skibbity, I'm flexin' right in the riz but nah. Anyway, I hope things are going well.
Mods ban that guy. No. Don't bring it back! No, don't actually ban him! A fucking joke! Do right now! I can still hear his voice. I can still hear him. Oh my god. Anyway, Let's try. I'm gonna try one more time to get chat working. Like I said, I think. I think Streamlabs is fucking dying. Yeah, Streamlabs is dying. Ugh, fucking hell. Streamlabs desktop? Do I need Streamlabs desktop or something? Honestly, I shouldn't even be using Streamlabs. Oh, there it is! Oh, I see one! Oh, you guys are there! It's not broken anymore! It's not broken anymore, look guys! Infinity's there! Ah, there we go! There we go. Okay, we're good. We're good. It ain't broken no more. Ain't broken no more. We can get rid of that now. Fuck. Okay. Let's get into the actual stream. Let's get into the actual stream. VCO called me old in front of chat and they already lambasted me. Now it's Durag, I don't think you could be any older than my friend Scab, so I mean like don't tell him I said that, he'll fire me. That ain't nothing. Her chat keeps on bringing up Oh my god. Oh my god. Specifically with Jenkins? Yeah. Do they know that I drew him pregnant? I hope they do. I hope they do. I hope Avicial's chat knows this. I hope Avicial's chat knows that I drew Jenkins impreg. Oh no, not a yawn. I'm supposed to be so up and about. I'm supposed to be so up and about. Okay. Today, we're gonna be drawing some Cain fan art because I have decided that there is not enough Cain fan art out there, and I really want to draw my Cain person Penelope as like herself to like an imago to like a sin. I wanna do her sin design. Yo, Penny, I love her. Turk will know this one because Turk's in my Cain RPG group. So I'm gonna draw Penny. But yeah. I think that it'll have extra arms. I already have a so I want to talk about Penelope too, actually. The stuff that my group already knows, but there's also some other stuff that my group doesn't know yet, so I'm not gonna talk about that. But so Penelope is a veteran that grew up in Las Vegas and then joined the military and then went and did a couple tours in Afghanistan because it's set in modern times. So I chose Afghanistan because of that was just the closest one that I could do. And she was what's it called? She was is it a child of Abel or like it has the nail of Abel? I'm so terrible at this. She has the gift and she wasn't found out until much later after her tours in Afghanistan. She was working in a casino back in her hometown with her girlfriend, and her girlfriend manifested into a sin. I don't think I decided what kind of sin her girlfriend manifested into, but graced. Yes, she was graced. So I never decided what kind of sin her girlfriend would manifest into, but her girlfriend manifested into a sin in front of her. And And basically, she she got swooped up by Cain. Cain is the organization that specifically fights these sins that people get uh that people get turned into if they're graced and they're not found. They're called the failures of humanity. It's very cool. It's very edgy, and I love it. But it's super fun. She's got to have broader shoulders than that. I think I'm gonna. So, Penelope, in order to make ends meet and to be able to put food on the table before her girlfriend became a sin, she was an underground boxer as well, and she did underground fights in Las Vegas for extra cash and everything. And she's a what did I have her as? 6'5", 6'7". I gotta pull up her character sheet. Hold on. Amazon beastie that is fucking beautiful, and I love her. Actually, let me just pull up her artwork too. Then we can get like an idea of her. She's my beautiful Amazon girly, and I love her so much. And I need more art of her because I'm kind of obsessed. Here's her Cain worksheet. We're kind of in the middle of a fight right now, so she's got a lot going on here. But yeah, this is what we're kind of working with. So graced individuals can have did I say 6'7"? Yeah, 6'7". My 6'7" queen. I've manifested all of my angst from being called short all my life, and I made a fucking queen. I love her. Oh fuck. She's accompanied by a lot of her teammates, which goes Turk's character Jackie, who's a vector, Montgomery, which is our resident whisper, and then we also have oh my god, what can't I think of? Hold on, massive brain fart here. Frank. I don't know why I couldn't think of Frank. Which his powers are to be able to talk to objects. I think, is that a jaunt or is that something else? I can't remember which one talks to objects. Oh right, the Jackie's also like multi-class. Yes, into the edit blasphemy. It's a really cool. It's really cool. We need to find we should probably find the link to the place where you can buy the RPG book to to send to chat or something like that. I feel like that would be good. Yeah, Sympath. Yes, that's what it was. I don't know why I thought it was a jaunt. I'm so fucking tired right now. I had such a fucking long day at work today. Mm. Also, I see that hydrate. I see that hydrate. Thank you. Thank you, Turk, for doing that. That is all. Yes. Please, thank you. But yeah, so my beautiful queen is a tension, which is a build that is specifically like they're basically like brick walls. Like it's fucking great. And she has this giant battle axe that she uses to like fuck sins up, and it's great. I love her. We're listening to the Gorillas right now. but I want to go to their actual. There we go. Another hydrate. Yes, yes, indeed. I would like I would like it if Penelope had more backstory and everything. And I actually just recently came up with some more backstory with my DM. And I think it's really cool. I'm really excited. I'm excited to play again. Especially with the new update. The new update has made their the sins and everything a lot more deadly. Too bad we gotta wait 2 weeks. I know, I know. But our DM is going on to vacation. But it'll be okay. It'll be okay. So if she is... I need to figure out how tall I have her going. Oh my god. I just can't get the right... There we go. That's fine. Can't find the right height. I need to draw through the form. I'm not drawing through the form, and I'm just trying to start into getting into the details. I'm doing the thing. I'm doing the thing I'm not supposed to do. Far away. Hmm. I don't know. I think I want her hips to be smaller. You know what? You know what I need to bring up? I need to bring up like Bai's build from Arcane. I think if I get a reference like that, I think that I'll be able to draw this better. Yeah, this is a good reference. Let's see here. Trying to make muscular women is hard. I think I was on the right track here, though. Imagine drawing muscles. So this is the delt. This is the bicep. Those are the traps. Rats, trap, pop, tap, 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 tap. Why do you have such a good internal clock for that? I don't like that. For the hydrate. Whatever you say. Yum, yum. Hey, has everyone here seen Arcane already, by the way? There's something that's bothering me about it, and I don't know if everybody's seen it. I just want to make sure everybody has. I have. Okay. So in 3 humans on Vintage Story. I already said yet. I already said no. I wanted to be a thing. I wanted to be the kobold. What the fuck are you talking about? Why are you typing in all caps? Why are you yelling at me? Anyway, the problem that I had, so in the season 2, right? There's a bit of a time skip, okay? And like I don't understand why, but like I guess it's actually the entire time. The entire time Vi here, oh, that is a fucked up arm. I've just ruined that. The entire time like Vi just has her gauntlets. They are like one of the most deadly weapons like in the city of Piltover, and she just has them. And like nobody decided to take away these gauntlets from the cop that defected and went back to Zon. She just has them. They're just hers. I guess the only person that possibly could take them away from her is probably Jace, and at that point in the story he's like missing. But like nobody was like, "Hey, you can't leave with those and go to Zon." Season 2 problem is they crammed 2 to 3 seasons into one season. They were afraid they were gonna get. Yeah, I've heard that take, and I think that you're probably right, but also like I think they did a pretty good job. So there was like rumors that there was gonna be like 5 seasons of it, but they said that that wasn't true, and I don't know whether or not it's like I don't know whether or not it's like a case of there was going to be 5 seasons and they're trying to like quell the fans that are going to be pissed off because they thought they were going to get canceled or something. Or something like that. So Infinity doesn't let anyone else get to do hydrate. It makes me sad. No, I've been drinking whenever I see them. I just don't tell you. You're owed nothing from me. Mods, time out Infinity for 500 minutes. Yeah! Give other people a chance to do hydrate. Alright, no one gets any kind of baked good. You can't fucking say that because I know that's a lie. You will forget within like 3 days. You're gonna be texting me. It's like, I'm gonna make pumpkin bars. You want pumpkin bars? Fucking, I bet within 3 days you're gonna forget. 3 whole days. Nah. Nah. Look at that. Turk got one. Good job, Turk. I take this big sippy just for you. Ah. um. I did not call you a monster. I called it concerning. The act that you were doing was concerning. I did not call you a monster. Oh, unless you're talking about that other time, then yeah, absolutely. Oh, you're right. I did call you a monster. Somebody is paying you to make muffins? Why? Who's paying you to make muffins? And if it's personal, don't tell me. Oh, gotcha. That is a little scary. Dance studio moms are like very scary. Those are real monsters right there. Vicious creatures indeed. Mm-hmm. I think that's a good starting base. I think. You don't have the points saved up. Oh no! I'm gonna drop a really good one, and you can't do it because you don't have the points saved up. Oh no! Hmm. Haven't decided yet. I'm mostly just messing with you because I find it funny. I can't share lest I spook the. I see. Technically, Cain people are supposed to have like a suit and everything like that. But I like to think that Penelope more wears something that akin to like battle wear. So that's what I'm kind of drawing her in. Something that something that might be ready for her to like start running or something like that. She's a very athletic person. Oh fuck. Oh god, I'm sketching in red. Oh well.
Okay, I'm going to say it. I'm not actually an artist. I don't know what it takes to be cool like you, Raptor.
You think I'm cool? I didn't know I was cool. My ego. I should have an ego meter. I should have an ego meter. Jesus. No, this is just regular Penelope. I think. So, in the first one that I had her in, she had like the big coat or whatever. But, I think this is just regular Penelope. Yeah, Penelope dressed up for the HR job. She was like actually wearing like HR clothes. That entire time she was like in a she actually looked like a professional, but this is what she usually looks like. Does this mean that I have to draw her in the pencil skirt that I'm imagining her in? Please? Yeah, okay. Yeah, so we had a one where we were so the different sins take on different forms. So they're manifested from people's feelings. And like this is very paraphrased. If you want to actually know more about this, there's videos and stuff like that. Actually, we should just pull up a YouTube video that explains it. Can I do that? Can I watch a YouTube video on stream with you guys that's like explaining Cain? So then somebody else that is way better and also with more brain cells right now can explain it to you guys. I mean, Turk, I know that you already know it, but some other people might not. Well, anyway. Let me find one for you. Keep drawing. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm looking. Okay, cool. So, uh, so, uh, we went after an idol, which was basically an idol is one that is like it's usually like cult leaders or like movie stars or something like that that manifest. in they have like these big follower groups and stuff like that. And we were infiltrating a business, and Penelope got sent to HR and met literally the worst character I think our DM has ever come up with. I Her name was Kathy and I hated her. But Penelope, being the this is the mission, we gotta stick to the mission kind of person. We did kill her. We did kill her. It was great. Uh, we gotta stick to the mission. Tried her damnedest to be nice to Kathy, and then she eventually got transferred to operations and like literally met the best boss ever. It was great. I was surprised when we had to start coming up with reasons why we should be allowed to like have people join Cain that we met in that group. And I was like, I don't know what to say. I just really like that character. Mhm, mhm, mhm. I hate drawing feet. This is why I have hooves. I hate drawing feet. Oh yeah, and also because of that character, Penelope no longer has a right eye. She recently got fucking her eye cut out because of that character. I feel like that also should have had some kind of random ramifications or something, but I guess so the update to Cain and everything like that, uh it has changed a lot. So low key kind of sad I barely missed the sin overflow threshold at the end there. Yeah, I think that uh our DM is not one to pull punches, by the way. So now that he has more tools to his disposal with the update of like uh with like making things harder and everything like that, it will be more difficult and I will not be surprised if one of us die next time. That's all I'm saying. Like our DM, I've DM'd I have had him as a DM for a while now. I think it's been just not with this one, but with uh other things. And like mostly just D&D 5e is what I've been playing with this DM with. And yeah, no, he does not pull punches. We still hadn't had a sin overflow yet, so we got yeah. We definitely got those lifelines. I think her and Claudette would be friends. I think Penelope and Claudette would be really good friends. Hmm. All right, I think that's pretty close. I'm gonna add a little. I'm gonna add a little color. I think I might keep it in a bit of grayscale. Oh, can I? Where is the fill? I had it earlier where I could do that and then it would fill with the color, and I really, really want that. Where is it? Is it this thing? Enclose fill. Yeah, this thing. Oh, whoops. Is that white? Oh, yeah, no. How do I... This one explains more mechanics but includes lore. Okay. Let's watch this. This one focuses entirely on lore. We'll watch both. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Gotta get this up on the screen. A nice 10 minute do it. Primary monitor. Yeah, here we go. Well, let's put this right here. Does that work for everybody? Right there? That look good? We can watch this together to explain Cain. Oh, wait, hold on. I just realized nobody can hear this. Hold on. We'll just turn that on. All right.
Cain, by Tom Bloom.
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
Is a narrative tabletop role-playing game about being psychic soldiers
Oh
on
God,
a
is this
campaign of sin
AI?
extermination.
Hold on. Did you give me AI trash? Turk?
That's not good for you at all.
Yes, text-to-speech! No!
This...
1 second. Text-to-speech is illegal unless it's in my chat, so you guys can actually text-to-speech to me. What's this other one? Give me a real person.
Beneath the crushing weight.
Oh yeah, that one will work. Actually, I've seen this guy before. Oh, I like this guy's videos. Yeah, this'll work. This'll work. Is that what this guy's
Entire
name
existence
is?
lies a
Yeah, I like this
roiling
guy's
black
video.
psychic sea, holding all of the memories, wants, needs,
This'll work.
desires of
We don't
all
need
of
to know
human
about the
existence
mechanics.
combined. Most don't notice this, it going by passively in the background behind what we consider reality. But there
Oh,
are
I
occasionally
see.
those sensitive to it, those that can interact with it a bit more, seeing things that they claim as ghosts, spirits, auras. What's worrying is there are things in that sea. great stain left by humanity, sins. Not just wants or actions, but an entity that has formed from a traumatic event from a psychically capable individual, that if it's allowed to grow will eat flesh in space, killing thousands. And it's the job of Cain and its exorcists, psychically capable individuals trained to kill these sins, until the stain is wiped away. Hi, hello, and welcome to Cain, a tabletop RPG where you play the most bombastic of exorcisms. Or in another sense, just take these three things together, throw them in a bucket, and shake it around a bit. But yes, another creation of Tom Bloom, the author of Kill 6 Billion Demons, and the creator of Magna Gothica, Malagast. But outside of that very fanciful intro, basically summarizing one of the first pages, yes! Sins are a physical thing, great psychic C, you play a psychic exorcist. All under the ominous, omnipresent, extra-governmental organization Cain. A killer symbol, by the way. Now, as per usual, onto the history of the setting, or what brief bit we get. Now, the setting is the usual bits like World of Darkness where, hey, it's our world, or at least something adjacent modern. The big focus on the world building of this is within Cain itself, the whole organization. On to what you play first, you play as an exorcist. Someone usually picked up during adolescence when their sin seed forms and their psychic manifestations begin. Now, the sin seed is a physical thing that denotes that you have grace. Grace being the thing that allows you to actually see everything, interact with all of this. Partly why graceless individuals or the mass of humanity can't see sins. But during adolescence, a sin seed can form, taking the physical shape of an angelic, maybe devil figure. Looks like it's something in a fetal position in any case. Either in your brain, or occasionally in the heart, which the heart one just makes no sense. You have an angel demonic figure in your head. It's really cool. But Cain finds you, picks you up, trains you up, and you are now an exorcist. And in their words, working off your stain. By going out on hunts to execute sins, with a early 40% survival rate for first-time exorcists, that's not a good percentage. And to further clarify, you are not necessarily in charge of Cain or a full part of Cain. You are a tool under Cain. Even within the organization's eyes, exorcists are not human, deemed under the Concord of Worms in 1720. That's, briefly touch that. But taken from adolescence, brought into this organization, trained to be a killer, and likely gonna die as an expendable. Ah, it's great. It's just a good feeling. You're not just trained to hold back these psychic manifestations so you don't make sin, you're trained to use them and focus them into 12 blasphemies. You're equivalent to like a class, almost. Which we'll be touching on those later. But to the organization that takes, houses, trains, and kind of sends to their death, executioners, Cain. Now, the history of Cain begins with a series of hermetic orders roughly around the 1600s that were combined into the first naming of the organization, Cain. Primarily founded around using exorcists to kill these sins and keep it all under control. Less in the idea of some kind of balance and more just kill sins. We're not here for a long-term solution to any of this, we're just here to kill when a problem comes up. But as the centuries continue on, the original foundings have been forgotten by the rest of everyone, but still vaguely known by higher-ups, again, similar to other just mysterious extra-governmental organizations enter here. I mean, they get their funding from somewhere. But going from those hermetic orders to now having an orbital space station called Seraph, with a system for rods from God attached to it, Cain's come a long way. So in the modern time, it's divided into 4 different sections, each of these departments kind of questioning or wondering about the other with multiple secrets hidden between them. It's not truly top-down. There's a lot of different separate projects going on and secret agendas and investigations. At least they all agree, mostly, that their goal is to wipe away the stain. It's just the process they go about it. So firstly, at the top, we have Authority. Now, Authority is the smallest out of the 4, only being made up by 8 members. But they're the ones in charge. They're the council members at the very, very top. All their identities are hidden, with new members being selected by succession and a secret vote by the remaining council members. Now, while the big thing is usually just their authority in all matters revolving around Cain, they do have some other minor details that we know of. That they have an upper 4 and a lower 4. The upper 4 being all normal humans, and the lower 4 being extremely powerful exorcists. But due to its secretive nature, even this is left a bit vague internally within Cain, whether that's true or not. But the people in charge. Next up is Seer, namely the people stationed on Seraph, but also the general intelligence network across all of Cain. Their main goal detecting sin events, new exorcists, other rogue psychic phenomenon and psychics, and also the maintenance function and weaponry attached to Seraph. But they do have a few more tricks up their sleeve, one being Heaven's Eyes, a group of specially trained precognitive psychics able to try and tell little bits of the future with a very low off rate. At least according to Seer, because if you look at the book and the fact you are actually going out on hunts, they are not detecting these things right away. Because all sins form from someone who has grace. Someone who's a potential exorcist, which when your job is to detect sin events psychic phenomenon and potential exorcists, you're doing pretty bad if this has to happen. Now, in some worst case scenarios, they also have the rail cannon. And a veil blanket memory. Essentially, Men in Black wise, wiping or modifying the memories of a large-scale area in case they had to mass destroy a building or something. Or a particular sin began to physically manifest where anyone could see it. And lastly, when things get really bad to the point that even the rail cannon's not gonna help, you have virtues. Extremely powerful, cryogenically frozen, category 5 or 7 exorcists that are kept up within the Seraph Station and orbitally dropped. The title for these individuals called Virtues, almost just deployed like a weapon. Or the Evisor Assassins or Helldivers. Just coming down in some kind of pod after being cryogenically frozen. Welcome to a combat zone, crazy psychic ninja person. And also category 7 is called Demon God. I'm just gonna lay that here right now. We'll briefly touch on this chart when we get back to blasphemies and sins, but it's very powerful. Next up, a larger group of the 4, Temerity. Now, Temerity has the worst reputation out of the 4. This is namely because it's the research division. You know, whenever any secret organization, mad scientist, crazy reality-altering stuff has a research division, that kind of tracks. But research into equipment, other kinds of countermeasure productions against sins and other psychic phenomenon, the initial training of exorcists when they're first brought into Cain, but one of the big ones being sin and anomaly imprisonment. So the whole initial motto of Cain, until the stain is wiped away, kill all sin in these things, Temerity keeps them, or at least keeps some of them. There's even one specifically named in the book called the Spindle, which is used by Temerity to help study time anomalies. The R&D department for the equivalent of fighting demons and also studying this psychic sea behind everything, you're gonna get some strange folks and secrets. And the initial harsh training of exorcists, even the exorcists aren't gonna like them. And lastly out of the 4 is Castle. Now this is the one you're going to be seeing the most, seeing as they're the one handling the boarding, maintenance, teaching, care of exorcists. Father and mother to all of the exorcists, handling their deployment, being the admin on their missions, and handling the large martial arm of Cain, which doesn't just include the exorcists. You have the other mundane martial side of it that handles all their facilities and the actual just guard duty. But outside of the exorcists and the psychically potent, you have the untouchables. People taken from the world's prison systems with specialized training and equipment to help them handle certain psychic phenomenon. Not actually being able to use it or be that great against it, but enough to be a body on the ground when exorcists can't get there right away. Really high mortality rate amongst that bunch, but they also have some really neat armor. It's like a psychic hazmat suit. Castle being the last of the 4 out of Cain, and its entire martial wing, we have the Exorcists. Back to what you're playing. But outside of your initial training and the reinforcement of these psychic abilities, you have the 12 blasphemies. This is all the fun goodies and things you get to play with. Your psychic abilities which trail along the cat, or category. Which you have just general human at 0 over here, you then have imp, some demons, and god, and even past that, demon god. Like I said, category 7 for a virtue, that's a lot. That's a lot. Look down this list, that's a lot. But if you ever have a question on whether an ability can actually do something, just check this. That's what your general psychic ability does, and anything that boosts or enhances that takes it up the scale. This also goes for the sins as well. They follow the same categorization. But don't worry, Cain claims there haven't been any sin events of level 7, because they say it would be world-altering. Now with that scale and the fact sins can also throw things of that scale and effect around at you, you obviously need to do something back to them as well. In being able to handle all of that damage, we have tension. So this is the tank. This is the psychic barriers, the force field, but also using the force field as like a hard light blade. One of their passive ability is taking enough damage to where you would go down or take an injury and just saying nuh-uh, and going back to 1 stress. Ardens, we're talking about psychics here, but this is fireball. Or more accurately, temperature, because you can also cool things down, both to extremes and both likely lethal. But I bring up Fireball specifically because your passive ability is being able to take damage to the point of boosting your cat. Also, if you fail and die from this passive, you explode, guaranteed killing anything around you. Even sins. But Fireball. Now we have Flux, the manipulation of time. Your passive ability being nice things of just re-rolling dice, that's standard, but when you head into your other abilities and the other domains under your blasphemy, this is where things get really funky. So some usual stuff, healing, slowing, advancing time, reversing it a bit. Some of these can cause paradoxes. And as you accrue paradox, you might accidentally unwrite yourself. At the very least, things are changing about you, because you are the anomaly in this. You're the center of it. This is also where the spindle is mentioned. When it comes to the actual logic of time travel, even Cain admits that they don't quite know it yet. It's just that spindle's helping them manage it. It's a bit timey-wimey, except time's going to stab you. Next up is Vector. This is just straight up telekinesis. Throwing projectiles, trying to fly, glide. Also, as a passive, stopping bullets hitting you. Basically, every projectile having a bunch of disadvantages trying to hit you as you stop it in midair or slow it down. Because it's not just throwing things, it's slowing them as well. Now we have Gate, where we had Flux saying screw time, this one is screwing space. As a fun passive, you have the equivalent of a bag of holding in any pocket you have, but also the equivalent of teleportation, not in the sense of opening a portal, well, in one case, but the others being just, you happen to be standing. You were just always there. What do you mean you were across a room? No, you were in the same location. If you like the Minotaur, yeah, kind of that. Next up we have Smother, which is where the line lie to God comes from. Because your whole shtick is censoring reality, or numbing it. Able to remove the weight from something, allowing them to fly or be pushed around.
That's my next character is a Smother
Or in some cases, just entirely removing something's recollection from all the psychic see, even yourself. So you're looking at a door, if you infect it with a certain ability, no one can recognize it's there, or that it's a door, or that it's something. They just see a vague thing that hurts to look at. Now your passive is quite simple, similar to Ardent's, it just boosts your cat and the effectiveness of all of these. However, you run the issue that you begin to remove parts of yourself. Not purposely, but you just happen to, leading in some cases described of just losing your entire head. Just gone. Whisper. Now this one's the diviner. Different kinds of getting information, asking questions about the future, different secrets. However, instead of just asking a vague, amorphous thing, or just pulling this answer from the universe, you have a shadow. A psychic manifestation that only you can see and interact with. You can always ask your shadow these questions, it knows the future. It's just that it hurts whenever you don't use one of your abilities. Also, no other psychic individuals can detect your shadow. It's only to the person who has it. It is something other than what sins are. It's a shadow. Now we have Edit. This one, similar to Smother, instead of just censoring things, you're adding or changing. Your passive being almost a consistent shape change. However, you always look vaguely familiar or related to other forms. But fun things similar to disguises, changing your form, sharing this to other people, and also just replacing where an object is standing. You needed a weapon at this time? Well, a weapon just happened to be there, and it's not quite right, but it's there. Changing reality, just tweaking it a bit. We then move on to Bind, which is one of the few blasphemies Cain actually treats as a blasphemy. Because your passive is you have a small sin with you, one that's bound to you. A lot of your abilities revolve around buffing it, making it do certain abilities, but it's also just a small familiar. But you can imagine with the organization whose motto is until the stain is wiped away, isn't that happy with one just walking around. But expanding the abilities of said companion or sin, and then also having abilities to directly impact other psionic entities. Now with Palace, it's very much the whole Mind Palace gimmick, but when it comes to people who are psychic, yeah, you have a literal mind palace. Not just a place to store information or memories, which you can actually take memories and information outside of your own mind, but during a rest, providing an actual place for people to meet mentally or recuperate. People can visit your mansion, and the servants within it can come outside of it. But when it comes to passives, it's all about buffing the rest mechanic or the rest state of a hunt. Jaunt. Now we have a bit of telepathy, usual just kind of messaging mentally, sharing emotions, or knowing where the other is, and then also just possession. Not just forming some kind of connection between two different individuals within this psychic sea, but it's also just inhabiting or manipulating where they are in that corpse, with also a random chance of just not being in your body by the end of it. It's even got an ability called Desecrate, which has a corpse talk. So that's fun. Sympathy. This one is objects.
I love this guy.
Not just in the sense of buffing an object or making it the equivalent of a magic item, though that's kind of it. It comes down to the weight that humanity puts on objects, the memories and feelings associated with them, and also the ones you don't really think about. How a door is acting as the center of a threshold to everything, to the point that you can just ask it to remain closed or will it so. Or the use of objects just working out in your favor, and your passive being just rolling at the start of a hunt and seeing what object works, providing extra dice when using said object. You could have something useful like a weapon, shoes for running or moving around, and then you also just have a coffee mug. You do also have some other mundane abilities you can do when you level up called agendas, but when it comes to the main psychic powers and things you're going to be attacking with, that's the blasphemies. But now on to what you're fighting with these blasphemies. These things that you actually need to kill with such psychic power, these grand extremes, possession, tossing someone's corpse out, making a mind palace a physical place, fighting sins. Now, sin itself manifests from an individual who could be an exorcist or someone with grace. usually one left undetected from seer, and that begins to spontaneously form after a traumatic event. This doesn't need to be a burst of an event or just everything bad happening at one time, but it can be a slow build up to an eventual snap, where instead of just a breakdown, it's actually just a psychic veil rupture and something forms. Now, while they can take many forms, there's certain categories they fall into and types that they take the shape of. Now, they have 3 general forms they can take. These aren't the initial shape or the exact nature of what they look like or physically take up. One of them is, but it's more how they're physically interacting with the rest of the world, or the exact opposite of it. Type 1 being severed. They're separate from their host. They could still have some kind of relation tied to them, but if the host dies or they die, neither is affected. This entity spawned from the host. A lot of the initial questions and traumas tied to its formation and its very nature are still relatively originating from the host, but not directly tied. So you could just accidentally create an entity and then just goes off to wherever. Type 2 is fused, so this one has either possessed the individual or just possessed a corpse. While not necessarily gigantic and monstrous, it is still a little more dangerous in the fact it can interact with the material world, to varying degrees depending on the individual sin. But instead of just being something left in the psychic realm relying on cat and psychic abilities to interact with anything, this one you can actually physically touch things because you have a body. Also a bit harder to find because it has a human body. It's not an obvious sex-armed monster somewhere, it's just a person. Or at least looks like a person, it is nothing like a person. And the third form they can take is bound. Now this one is quite dangerous, so it's an inversion of the previous 2 systems. So you have entirely separate, they don't care to each other, you have the demon has overtaken the host, and now you have the host overtaking the sin. Not a demon, a sin, but yes, this is a person, an individual, a human, someone with grace, a binder, but Cain says they don't exist, controlling and directly connected to a sin. They are the dominant individual in that relation. They are not at the whims of its own corruption and the eating of flesh and space. They are controlling that consumption. The rarest of the bunch, and also one of the most dangerous, because you have someone that's not bound to the initial just instincts of a sin. While these more describe their relations to other individuals, their hosts, and how they can interact with the physical world, they can take whatever shape, especially if they're not the ones possessing, but just giant monster, something incomprehensible, a bit more animalistic, or also similar human-like. But all of them filter down into 6 types. The ones that form their palaces, the ones that have time to fester and become something and begin to manifest properly. And of these types, first we have Ogre. Now this one is despair and brute strength. It is a heavy, lumbering being that also makes you feel that despair. And will make you feel physical pain as well. But within its palace, this place that they hide away and corrupt the landscape of, each of them eating away at that space, making it their own demi-plane.
So we fought an ogre before, and the one that we had was basically a captain that got caught in a storm, and his ship went underwater, and it was super cool. Our ogre was like this giant barracuda, and we had to get scuba suits and go underneath. And the town above the water that his ship was underneath was completely blanketed in like this thick smog, like mold. And it was fucking sick. Also, Durag, thank you for the hydrate!
Almost like Persona a bit, because to finally kill a sin
was
proper, you
fucking
can
awesome.
injure it wherever you want outside of it, but it's gonna go back to its palace. You need to kill it inside its palace to get any proper effect. But its palaces are usually a dingy, corrupted place, abandoned parking lot, this falling apart apartment building, fog forming around the location, everyone just feeling terrible. Great hulking, lumbering despair. Now the idol. This is the want to be wanted, the want to be loved, the lacking of any kind of physical touch or separate person wanting you to even exist. Not quite succubi, but definitely cult leader. Most of its abilities being around influencing separate agents and different groups outside of their own domain and individuals under them. So calling the authorities on you as one of their own abilities, or their palace being a place of influence, a fancy mansion, a place where the people at the center of all attention meet, as well as making you screw up. So the enchanter-esque, the not quite succubus and just you're obsessed and loving me, but more that drive. A feeling of wanting to give up from the ogre previously. With the idol, it's bursts of emotions, wants, needs, desires. But no, mechanically, most of the time you're going to be fighting and killing the various cultists it has underneath it. Next is the Hound, which is pretty obvious. This one is born of vengeance. Revenge, owner, want for justice. This isn't just pure anger, this is wanting to get something back, an eye for an eye. This one also commonly crops up from post-mortem individuals. They can still come from people who are alive, but that great sense of life being stolen from you, taken away unjustly, that can greatly form a Hound. And where the previous two have a lot of things messing with your emotion, your want to continue or throwing further cultist bodies at you, the Hound just is going to kill you. One of its main abilities and attacks result in flaying. Its palace is a place that's basically a butcher shop. It's a terrible, horrifying mess. I mean, look at the images here. It's all horrifying. Some of them xenomorph type stuff. I mean, it's a killer. But similar to the others and similar with the rest, it'll also make you feel an emotion, some kind of desire. Instead of like wanting to give out your emotions or need or want from someone else, or that despair of the ogre just having you to give up and not continue, the Hound is anger. It's gonna make you attack other people, leading you to violence, pushing you over that edge for any slight transgression, and then again just coming in to kill you or throw you into a pocket dimension where it can just fight you. Next up is Centipede. Whoa, not the best name for... Now, Centipede is the escapism through imagined death. So, you fantasizing about a post-apocalypse or a zombie apocalypse or some kind of disease outbreak and what you'd do. Separating itself from the ogre, which is just despair in general, and this is more just the want for escape, but as a result of just death. The destruction of the current system. That you can't exist outside of it, that you're not getting want, love, or attention inside of it, that it's just gone. And thus, it takes the form of that, an infestation, a corruption. Similar to the cultist one with the idol, you have the equivalent of zombies or infested. And a lot of other abilities to further infest you. It's an actual, almost disease, infection, infestation, all of these things combined to form its own apocalypse. And also, it takes the form of a giant centipede. That's already not nice. We then move on to the toad. Now, this is the want of wealth. Not necessarily in the sense of the idol or this obsession pursuing it or going for it. Again, all of these originate from a trauma, an absence. The ogre and centipede, a lack of hope. The hound, a lack of justice. The idol, a lack of love. And when it comes to the toad, it's a lack of wealth. Not in the sense of just hoarding it in this mass quantity, but debt. Suffering, starvation, homelessness. Pressure of bills, a house foreclosed on, a business failing, going bankrupt. These are the events that a toad forms around. And again, similar to the idol, it's giving you all of those things and more. With wealth! It has a Midas touch! It's one of the ways it can kill you. Its palace, a place of grand luxury, fine hoarding of all its wealth and goals, banks, hotels, mansions. One of its abilities as well is just spitting back up things it's taken or things that it's summoned or conjured, giving you further emotions and drives of greed. It's also described as the most confrontational or the most pompous, even when it comes to exorcists. Like where all the others, or the hound might be animalistic but directly going after you, the idol hiding behind all their cultists, maybe wanting your attention. Toad is actively gloating at you, the whole villain monologue. Out of all of these, which are really sad or terrifying, the toad seems the most fun.
The toad was the most, well, okay. I think the toad was definitely the most fun for our group. So the way that that came into play for Penelope being a fucking underground boxer was motherfucking. So we ended up in Vegas. We needed to get a certain amount of cash for like very, very quickly for us to pay our way into this gang for the toad. God, that toad was wild. Dude, it was so fucking cool. So I was like, hey, I got underground boxing experience in the heart of Las Vegas, and we're in Las Vegas. I can get my old contact, and we can go get some fucking moolah to pay our way into this gang. And so it's me and Jackie, Turk's character. We go to this boxing match, and the toad's just fucking sitting there, and he's my opponent. I'm fighting one-on-one with this toad. I had to fucking... he was like, if you do a fair fight, we won't have any problems. And I ain't gonna kill you, but I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions. And he was like, it was basically like, if you win, you get to ask me questions. If I win, I get to ask you questions. It was fucking terrifying. And like, I was boxing this toad, and he was like vomiting coins on me, and I somehow made it out alive. I had to burn all of my psyche in that fight. It was fucking sick. It was so fucking cool. But basically, this toad didn't know what he was. Oh yeah, and then 2 car bombs later, we eventually took him down. Second favorite hunt so far. What was your favorite hunt so far in our campaign? I think the toad was my favorite. Oh, the centipede was really good too. Yeah, I did like the centipede. So we fought a centipede, which basically wiped out like an entire town. I'm hearing so many words being strung together. I have no idea what the topic is. You watching the video, Quiche? It explains what we're talking about. I'm nerding out about Cain, Quiche. I'm nerding out about Cain. Okay, so the toad that we were fighting, which the toad is this type. Here. I'll let you watch this, Quiche. We'll rewatch this. Watch this.
Toad. Now, this is the want of wealth.
So
not necessarily in the sense of the idol
explain it.
or this obsession pursuing it or going for it. Again, all these originate from a trauma, an absence. The ogre and centipede, a lack of hope. The hound, a lack of justice. The idol, a lack of love. And when it comes to the toad, it's a lack of wealth. Not in the sense of just hoarding it in this mass quantity, but debt. Suffering, starvation, homelessness, pressure of bills, a house foreclosed on, a business failing, going bankrupt. These are the events that a toad forms around. And again, similar to the idol, it's giving you all of those things and more. With wealth! It has a Midas touch! It's one of the ways it can kill you. Its palace, a place of grand luxury, fine hoarding of all its wealth and goals.
So basically these sin things, this is what our characters fight. This is my character Penelope that I'm drawing right now. So we're talking about the sins. And Turk and I are in the same D&D group. And so we are talking about our favorite hunts so far and what ones that our DM has made for us. And we're basically just nerding out. This is really so. Tonight I plan on doing a lot of work, and in order to get into feeling like drawing, I decided to do something that would make me. I would kind of love to do a D&D on stream campaign if I could. I wouldn't make it very long, but maybe I would do a Cain series. That was if I got enough people. This is a maybe. I would maybe DM for a Cain series. Maybe. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, no, so it's very cool. It's very cool. But I team rocketed the hound on our first time. Yeah, that was pretty great. Turk being a fucking vector just fucking launched our very first hunt into the sky and like literally team rocketed. It was fucking great. But yeah, I plan on doing a lot of work today. So in order to get myself into the flow of drawing, I decided to do a little drawing of my own in doing stuff that I want to do. So let's go back to the Lord. So this is where we are in the video. So let's keep watching.
Lastly is Lord, where it's not quite playing by the rules of all the others. So it still has all the rules of the previous forms and types, but when it comes down to its palace, its entire self is almost the palace. It's not really having to go retreat somewhere, it's always in the center of it, and it's always more than just the one location. It spreads out, sometimes taking up entire chunks of cities, if it gets bad enough. But this one is driven through fear. The want to escape, the want to flee, the want to hide, self-gaslighting, not willing to face the truth of a situation or the reality, and thus it forms an escape, trapping its host and anyone around within a separate pocket realm to help further comfort and lie to the host. And when it comes to its abilities, it is fighting you almost the whole way through, just by manipulating the entire palace itself and what you're dealing with. Able to change
really
the time
excited for
period,
this
the
fight.
rules of the situation, maybe modern equipment just can't exist in whatever it's fabricated, so thus it changes back to something previous. Your walkie-talkie is now pigeons, just taking all your useful equipment, gone. And also in more direct attacks, just erasing you. Again, that phrase of eating flesh in space. But the Lord is a boss fight where the layer is the boss. But those are the main types of sins, the ones that have all the fancy kit, the different domains, the different abilities they can place, the palaces. But that's not to say that there aren't other enemies you as an exorcist are going to face. You've got your usual mundane stuff, like different bits of authorities you might accidentally bump into, mercenaries either knowing of this psychic stuff or just bumping into you in private corpse, and cultists. You know, that's always there. Cultists are there. You also have things that exist within that black psychic sea that aren't sins necessarily. These are called drifters. Entities that are creepy, not wanted, very concerning, and I don't like that one. But just as the name implies, they usually come in and then disappear. More of an unknown and not directly correlating with the sins, or an individual with grace. But also in this camp, there are manufactured sins. Different organizations similar to Cain that have been typing into psychic phenomenon and capabilities, and some have figured out how to manufacture sins. None of them to the scale of those 6 different types previously, but still enough to be able to have some kind of summon on that plane of existence. But one of the more dangerous types of properly formed sins are the imago. Sins born of a trained exorcist. One that has taken multiple sin marks that have been burdened with mutation and different aberrations within the Black Psychic Sea. Tainted by attacks from certain sins, their own abilities overwhelming them, they turn into an imago. Their entire physical form, not just manifesting somewhere separately, dying or then being possessed, but all it fusing and changing at the same time. Again, not like a sin that's made separately from a person with grace, but the sin seed itself properly forming and taking hold. The entire being now a psychic entity. Also your previous colleague likely. Usually will try to flee and will form into one of the other 6 types. The dangerous part is they're trained to these blasphemies, your techniques, and also have a bit more thinking outside of the initial instinct a sin has. They can prep and plan and know you. But all those things separately are what you're here to hunt. You are an exorcist. You are a tool used by Cain to wipe away the stain. You are one of the few people blessed or cursed with grace, a sin seed forming within your own head, trained and refined to be a tool of destruction, a killer, an exorcist. While most humans will go out and if they witness a sin properly, suffer immediate brain hemorrhaging, dying, falling unconscious, you are the one standing on that front line. You are going out there to take them down, walking directly into their palace where space and time are being eaten alive. And if you're not careful, you will follow suit. So go out there into the world, the sickening miasma of all of human existence, all their thoughts, memories, wants, desires, emotions, stewing within a black pool, forming these cancerous growths. Humanity's sin, wipe away the stain, as above, so below.
Any questions? This will be on next week's test. Hopefully that cleared up some things for you guys. I don't know if it did. I don't know if it if it interests any of you, but we do have the book that you can read. It is an RPG. It's an RPG. But yeah, no, I love Cain. I love Cain so much. It's so fucking good. It is just my Penelope. Shall I pray to the Lord to give me strength? Absolutely. Yeah, no, Cain's so fucking cool. It's literally like, you're literally ghost hunters, but you're like defeating sins. It's fucking great. It's fucking great. But yeah, so that's where Penelope comes from, and that's what we're drawing right now. Let me get the music back on. But yeah, that's what I've been playing and like kind of silently obsessed with for like the past couple of months. And like every now and then I'll refer to like my character Penelope. Like I drew her in my sketchbook and it was like one of my favorite art pieces in my sketchbook, and I was like, I went and I like info dumped about her in the Discord, and I was like, oh, I wanna teach people more about Cain. But yeah. Hopefully the music isn't too loud. Oh wait, hold on. There we go. Hopefully I didn't have that doubling. I'm so sorry if I did. I forgot that we had the desktop audio going. I did not hear double? Okay, good. We gotta give her meaty legs. Meaty legs. Get the cool. The cool. What's up, Durag? What's up? What's up? What's the problem, my man? Why are you looking at it? Why are you looking at me like that? I am out of water. No, go get more water, boyo. But I don't want to leave. We'll be right here. We'll be right here. Oh, you make me drink water? I can't believe this. I can't believe this. That's it, guys. We're ending stream. We're ending stream as soon as Durag walks away. Oh, I drink water right now just for you. I'm kidding, dude. I'm kidding. I'm just giving you a hard time. What was I talking about? I don't remember. My water's room temperature right now too, actually. I ran out of ice. But I'll get some more later. But yeah, my point has been proven. Ice water is better. Ice water is better. At least in my opinion. There we go. She looks so cute. Oh, I'm gonna give her glasses. I'm gonna give her secretary glasses. So around this time, she didn't have her eye cut. So I think I'll give her both eyes for this one. All right. I need her eyebrows to be more boxy. There we go. It's a little closer. I think Oh! Yeah, that makes me laugh. Much better. No, don't drown Dew. He's our friend. Dew is friend, not food. Yeah, there we go. There we go. I think that looks better. Maybe? I don't know. I think that this one. There we go. Um, no, that one's fine. It's looking really good, Grafter. Thank you. I love my Penelope. She's so awesome. She makes me so happy. She's a badass bitch and I love her. She could kill someone with her eyesight. She's so stoic. I'm giving her glasses because I think that would be hot as fuck. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Look at that shit. Mwah. Chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. Ah. Ah. Peak. Peak, indeed. Oh, my God. Am I a master chef or what? So peak. So frickin' peak. Oh my god. I can't make any better art. This is it. This is my legacy. Tell my fans that I'm done. I quit art. I quit. Oh, I love her. Alright, now to make her a fucking terrifying monster. We're gonna make, her... Mods ban Infinity. Thank you. I don't like it when it doesn't see the nose part. I'll keep it for right now on that. Yeah, but that doesn't mean tear my art down either. I don't want critiques. You get banned if you critique my art on stream. I'm having fun right now. Don't tell me one lens is bigger than the other. Hi, Memester Man. Memester Man, you just missed the whole explanation of what we're doing. When she says mods ban them, I'm legally obligated to follow. It's true. It's true. We might be getting more coffee here soon. Ah, he make me blush. This is the second time you are saying no muffins. All right, Turk, don't get upset with her. If she doesn't give you muffins, I'll get you muffins. We'll go to like a bakery together. We'll go to Panera Bread. I'll pick you up. We'll go to Panera Bread. We'll get croissants. All right? We'll get croissants. No, but they're a good substitute for when you take them away from us. When you take away the baking, what else am I supposed to do, huh? Yeah, we actually already have a couple of commissions. I have 2 slots filled on the first day that I posted those. One of them is due, the other is sip. And I guess there's 3 slots filled right now. So the first one, which was the already filled slot before I posted that, is Scab. But that one is a more of like a month-long art project that I'm doing. And then it's due, and then it's one other, and then it's sip for commissions right now. So I think I can probably take on 2 more if people like message me about it, and it depends on the complexity. I think dues will probably get done first though, because Scab's commission is something that takes me a lot longer than just doing an emote and everything. And this is why we made the stream 18 plus. Don't clip that. I'm being bullied by my chat. But yeah, we're gonna do an emo for Do. We got a profile picture for Sip and Scab's fully animated clip video that I haven't worked on stream much, but tonight I'm planning on working on it. Same with Do's commission as well tonight. This is the whole reason why we're doing Cain art, is because I wanted a warm up and I wanted to start start chugging some coffee, because tonight we're gonna be staying up very late if I can. I wanted to do something that I found fun, which is the Cain stuff. So yeah. So the next thing we're doing, actually, I think I want to make this canvas a little bit bigger. I think we need to make this canvas much bigger, actually. Because we're going to be doing imagos and sins now. And I think I want them to be, like, accurate size. Where's the... Yeah, okay, so here we go. So, this is Penelope as her normal human Cain exorcist form. And so now we can start doing monster designs and imagos, which is what I really wanted to do. So we actually also have to come up with a name for the imago, and I'm thinking something along the lines of probably like disposable unit or something like that, because her backstory, she was like a soldier in Afghanistan. So like, and now she's a soldier in Cain. So, like, basically, her entire
monstrous
adult
size
life...
has no intrinsic merit unless inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue.
Anyway. You're so lucky I didn't just say mod ban him. Can I cut off his balls? No! You have that power? You have that ability? Shit, my mods are OP!
Mods cut off mods' balls.
This is why we're 18 plus, guys. We can't have nice things. We can't have nice things. Like balls. Oh no. Can you record your own voice for like text to speech? Is there a way that you can do that, where I can make like a custom text to speech where it's like I use like AI to like make my voice?
Monstrous size has no intrinsic merit unless inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue. Also LMAO.
AI illegal. It's true. I'll become a bot. Become a bot. But not really. No bot. Someone did an AI voice of me once. It was bizarre. It sounds bizarre. That sounds creepy as fuck. Okay, I need ideas for what we should look like for an imago. So I'm gonna get up the Cain sheet and go and scroll to imagos. So I've actually already kind of...
Ban Turk ban.
AI is illegal here. Someone has lots of feelings. I do have lots of feelings. I am an artist. I'm an artist. Of course I have lots of feelings about AI. So, we need to make an imago, which is the in-between point between the exorcist and the sin. And I think that they take on a form kind of like just like an in-between form. And I'm thinking So when it comes to Penelope, I think her hair is gonna be a big part of it, and I think that she's gonna actually turn into a hound. I think a hound would be what I would. I originally thought she would turn into a centipede, but I'm thinking that she's gonna be a hound of some kind, cause like a centipede is like
Hound is good and all, but can we ban Turk?
no. No. Stop trying to get me to ban. You know what? Actually, it'd be really funny. All right, Turk, I'm banning you. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Yeah, no. We're not gonna ban Turk.
I choose scab streams now, I'm so sad.
Aww. All right, that's fine. You can go spend weekends at Scab streams, and don't come crying back when he forgets to feed you, because I know he will. In the divorce, I've chosen to go with Gob. Yeah, makes sense. I'd choose to go with Gob too. I think that it's gonna be something like this. Um, you know, maybe I'll only give her one set of arms. I feel like she shouldn't be this scrawny though. She's definitely like a brute. I don't know. Okay, Bob Beamster man, thanks for dropping in. She's definitely a brute, so I think that she needs to be a little bit more like buff than this. But I definitely think that I want to go for like a hair like this. Maybe we should make her more like Oni built. And also I'm giving her devil horns for sure because I like that.
Raptor?
Yeah.
Buff? In this economy?
No. Penelope's buff. Penelope's buff. I never said that I was buff. Imagine a long and emaciated hound. Really? Because she's supposed to be like a fucking beefcake, but I mean, I guess. This kind of feels right, but I don't know. Ooh, I'm gonna give her
Beefcake,
hooves.
beefcake, 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 beefcake.
Ooh, I like these hooves. This might be the full Sin look, actually. This might not be the Imago. Later! Yeah, but when I think of strong cryptids and stuff, I think of like Wendigos, and they're like rail thin. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, yeah. I like to think that the Imago probably still uses the axe. So I'm giving it the axe that Penelope uses. Or maybe it should use its fists. Maybe I should give it like really massive fists. I don't know. She's a boxer, so like I'm just trying to. Oop. He would turn into an idle, failed, and abandoned performer and all that. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, I always thought Jackie would probably be an idol, but I wasn't entirely sure. I always thought Penelope would at first be a centipede, but then I like thought about it. I was like, no, Penelope doesn't hate the world. She's very protective though. So I feel like a hound would be something she would turn into. Hmm. Oh, we love drawing hands, promise. We love drawing hands. For you. Oh, Now, do you think this is like a full sin design, or do you think this is an Imago design? I think this might be an Imago design, where it's like that in-between form. And then the full sin design. Maybe is like upright? I'm gonna need to call HR. Nah, you don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. Transform. Let's gain a little bit more size to the canvas. When in doubt, just increase the canvas size when you think you're not gonna have enough space. Alright, I'm thinking... Should I have her standing upright as like a full sin? I'm definitely thinking like... So her hair is definitely going to be a big factor in this design. And she's a hound, so like... Hmm... Let's get... Hold on, I'm gonna do some different music so we can get into the idea of this. Um... Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We're not calling HR. We're not calling HR. Are you okay? Hold on. Raptor drew this monster. It is now eating a live eating coworker. Are you talking about the woman here? I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Penelope isn't a monster. She could potentially turn into a monster if she sin overflows. Potentially. Hopefully not. Hmm. Doesn't seem like an HR violation. Hell yeah. See, we're fine. I like drawing monsters. Monsters are so cool. To stop by and see how the art is looking good. Thank you! We're drawing monsters, A-Pop. You have a good night. We're about almost done here anyway. I'm gonna sign off and start working on commission work and send everybody to bed. But yeah, you have a good night. Sleep well. I'll see you tomorrow for a Barotrauma stream if you're around. What kind of pose do I want this to be? I think I drew this too big. I think actually, okay. I think I'm struggling with this because I need to like duplicate this and bring this over and just like work off of this base. I think that I'm really trying to here, let's flip this around. Oh my god. Do you know what I just fucking realized I did? Again? Hold on. Right now, right here, we're making a new thing. We're making a new thing. Okay, guys. Channel points. We're making a new channel point. I saw this in Hades' stream. Honestly, fair. I'm gonna make this like make that. I got a 5-minute cooldown for that, but I made a Control S stream redeem. That's 1 point because I am terrible at remembering to save my fucking files. Infinity, I just saved it. I had to make sure it worked. Alright, fair, fair. Oh, hold on. My file might be, there we go. Mm-hmm. Thank you for the hydrate. I like the idea of like having porcupine quills or something like that. And then maybe we can push the legs. There we go. There we go. Now my question is what do I do with the arms? What do I do with the arms is what I'm wondering. I can have her like wielding the battle axe. Or maybe turn her hands into axes. Ooh. I kind of like that. Lots of spikes going on here. I dig it. I dig it a lot. Very Praymantis-like. That's not a song that I chose. Yeah, alright. This is a good one to end on. Alright, we got Penelope, in her 2 outfits. We got her Imago form and her Sin form. I like it. I might refine it a little bit, but I'll probably save this here. And I think I'm gonna end stream here. So then I'm gonna brew another pot of coffee, and then I'm actually gonna get to work on commissions and all that. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow for barotrauma. I'm really excited for that. I love barotrauma. I'm just in love with everything that I've been doing this past year or this year. Ooh, Gob is playing. Gob is streaming. We can go raid out to Gob again. We love Gob. Yeah, good night everyone. All right. I'm going to send you guys to Gob. She's wonderful. Please be nice.
Thank you for the stream, Gooberer.
Thank you for showing up, dork. I couldn't come up with a better thing, but yeah. But I'm gonna get another pot of coffee in me, and I'm gonna get started. But like, this is a good stop. I really like how Penelope turned out, and I'm really happy to draw her again. So yeah. But you guys have a wonderful night. Thanks for coming out and watching me